Don't get too cocky.
I can't get too cocky because my is very short.
Gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable.
At last, you clap instead of saying you felt well.
I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, and it could have cost you the match. But you were quick to adapt, and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most invaluable skill.
That punch is like the dust to my shoulder.
In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet, and the pattern of your breathing. But it is nothing remarkable, for I discerned nothing more than Captain Beto did.
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
Sure is.
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the one we faced in the semifinals?
Is it Paimon? Could Paimon be the finalist?
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something unique about their style. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
It's better that we make it to INAZUMA so I can meet my future wife. Sorry, future submission team.
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. Let's go somewhere a little quieter, shall we? I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of INAZUMA, I was a wandering samurai.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill? I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent's particular skill set. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
I fought against a god. I do not need to hear this kind of advice.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must know your enemy. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you.
My reputation is already spread across the entire Tibet. Everybody should know that we have went through Mondstadt and to Lian already. Well, I don't know. I cannot blame you. You are a fool. You don't possess brain cells. You possess flour. Your brain is a brick.
However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still. These are the things I am curious to know about. Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order.
Follow Kazuha to a more peaceful location. And where that is? What? You want me to travel there? What the hell, man? Hello?
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements. And not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
So you already know. I do not need to explain to you what is my expertise.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say, it would cause some unwanted misunderstandings. If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match.
Yes. But how do you know?
When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision. And not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell. It's weird.
Well, it's not weird for you, but it's weird for me. Paimon smells like bread.
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities?
All I did was touch a statue of 7 and then it responds to me. Something like that.
Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
It's all thanks to Paimon's knowledge. Knowledge? No!
It's nothing really. Paimon just told him whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, he just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
You don't have to say that. Everybody knows that you're good.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange.
Ah, finally, a real battle. I'm gonna fight against a real samurai instead of just halichos and simple humans.
Now then, let's test your skills, shall we?
Alright, what kind of opponent, what kind of monsters am I going to fight? A slime! What the fish? I gotta push this slime in the water, huh? Who wants to join in the swim, huh? Who wants to join your daddy? No, don't be scared of the pool. Let me push you to the water, huh? Swim! I dare you to swim. Why you run away? Stop running away, huh? Swim! Learn to swim! Oh, fish, the boss has drowned. Oh, ho, ho. Hey, who are? Please, please. I'ma suck you. Okay, I suck the boss. Is this the monster? This is not even a real battle, man. Mr. Kazuha, this is not a real battle. You're just sending me a boss.
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm you. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents.
Oh.
In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attacks should pose no threat to you.
Well, I guess, thank you. I will not underestimate him.
Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defies all known principles. The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems, and one will always encounter that which is still unknown.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods, and what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions. My apologies. You must be completely in the dark regarding such matters. For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways, I am willing to answer any questions you may have regarding INAZUMA.
I mean, in dig in the dark, so please enlighten me.
So that's what you're curious about? Then allow me to tell you more.
Yes, tell me more.
As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in INAZUMA.
Eh?
Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably. Sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself? Not to mention, with no new electrovisions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
A tyrant in my submission team. Not that I am afraid of her now, but sounds very sexy.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before?
I'm not sure.
With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
You will definitely soon meet her eternity. Before the eternal heaven comes to her, I will have to finish this match. So let's go.
Right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the tournament.
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together.
Let's beat the freaking finalists, baby.
Very well. Let's go. I wish to see who will obtain the vision.
Ha, 100% is me, definitely.
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first.
Yeah, my entrance, baby. Gentlemen, this is RoPGG, the one who feeds the Osaya and the Divalet in the air.
Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash. This is the final match. We've seen many exciting battles today, and now at long last, the two finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen him, his reputation knows no bounds. He strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of his name causes even the Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's traveling hero!
Very good, that's the kind of introduction I want from you, Captain Beto. Let me kiss you.
Wow! I've been waiting for this moment.
I'm sure everyone witnessed his thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived.
His boss has shrunk. How about this? Make this as a Royal Rumble or something like that. Send, why is there a butterfly in front of me? What the fish?
Apologies, everyone just sit tight.
Maybe they are too intimidated to show up for the final rounds. Well, it is understandable because, you know, the introduction already said everything about me. God, Osaya. The word Osaya has already spread fear.
They've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
What?
Wait
No!
a minute. Something doesn't seem right about this. Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with us.
He cannot be that son of a bitch. Please don't be a son of a bitch. No. No!
Let me see. It's gone all right. The vision is missing.
Son of a bitch! You just postponed my trip to Inazuma!
Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing in broad daylight?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beto.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze. The culprit has only acted recently. They will not have gotten far. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it. I will be certain to get it back.
Well, if you insist. I'll leave the matter to you then. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see the match.
If you would, please come with me.
Why do you have to pull me along, man? Why you are? I thought you said it's your responsibility. Well, anyway, my openness was no show anyway. I will come with you and I'll freaking teach him a lesson.
But we're on an island. Where could he have possibly run to?
Swim? He can swim, I know. Maybe he's an Olympic swimmer. Or he has own ships, I guess.
Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.